Welcome to Potter Theories. In this video we will rank top 10 Gryffindors. Number 10. Peter Pettigrew. Peter Pettigrew may have been a cowardly traitor, but he was powerful enough to become one of Voldemort's most valuable henchmen. In his early years, Pettigrew mastered the transformation into an animagus. When he went into hiding, he was able to remain transformed into a rat for over a decade. His transformation also gave him the ability to communicate with real rats, a skill that led him to Voldemort. As Voldemort's henchman, he performed a variety of essential tasks, including brewing potions for his regeneration, capturing other wizards and witches, and sacrificing his own hand to complete Voldemort's return. Number 9. James Potter. Though James did not live a long life, he was able to accomplish a number of incredible magical feats at a young age. Like his friends, he was able to transform into an animagus, a difficult and risky process. He was also one of the masterminds behind the Marauders map. The map was complex enough to keep track of people under an invisibility cloak and reveal the true identities of people taking a polyjuice potion. James and the other Marauders must have been remarkably adept with magic to create it. As an original member of the Order of the Phoenix, James was also likely an excellent duelist practiced in defensive magic. Number 8. Sirius Black. Sirius Black became one of Harry's fiercest protectors, even after he was locked away in Azkaban for 12 years. He was extremely accomplished in his animagus transformation and was still able to help Harry while transformed into a dog. He was also able to hold his own in several battles against Voldemort's most powerful Death Eaters, though he finally lost his life in a duel with Bellatrix Lestrange. However, his most impressive feat was his ability to resist the Dementors for over a decade, even transforming into an animagus in prison and using the transformation to pull off the first successful unaided escape from Azkaban. Number 7. Lily Potter. Lily Potter was always a natural talent at magic. Her skill was widely acknowledged at Hogwarts, especially by Professor Slughorn. Lily, like her husband, was a member of the original Order of the Phoenix, indicating that she was an excellent duelist and a powerful witch in her own right. The most incredible display of her power, though, was her protection of Harry for years after her own demise. By sacrificing herself, she allowed Harry to survive Voldemort's curse and gave him a protective shield against Voldemort through many of his years at Hogwarts. Though her protection was partly accidental, it was perhaps the most crucial act of magic in the series. Number 6. Hermione Granger. Hermione Granger was called the brightest witch of her age for a reason. Hermione picked up on magic like she was born to do it. She was often the first in the class to master a spell, and she performed a number of complex spells that she taught herself. Whenever Harry needed to learn a new spell or potion outside the bounds of his classes, he turned to Hermione. In her various encounters with Death Eaters, she defeated strong duelists like Antonin Dolohov, and she repelled Yaxley, Fenrir Greyback, and Nagini. Hermione was a prodigy with magic at Hogwarts, and she was likely even more powerful by the time she became Minister for Magic. Number 5. Rubeus Hagrid. Hagrid's chance to become a highly skilled wizard was taken away when Tom got him expelled, but he nonetheless became a nearly unstoppable force. He performed non-verbal magic with his concealed wand, though he had to hide his ability to perform any magic at all. He was best known for his expertise with magical creatures. He often assisted Harry by providing him with magical creatures whose trust he had gained. His giant blood gave him another edge, as he displayed superhuman strength and a resistance to curses used against him. When Hagrid took part in a fight, even Death Eaters were usually unable to touch him. Number 4. Remus Lupin. Lupin may have been the best teacher Harry ever had, and part of his ability as a teacher came from his own mastery and power in magic. He was hired for his top-notch expertise in defense against the dark arts, and he taught Harry the highly advanced Patronus charm. He was one of the masterminds behind the Marauders map before he even left Hogwarts. As a werewolf, he was exceedingly strong and fast when transformed, though he could not control his actions in that state. In battle, he was able to hold his own against Death Eaters as powerful as Lucius Malfoy, and he was only taken down by the highly dangerous Antonin Dolohov. Number 3. Harry Potter. Harry Potter was forced into his role as the Chosen One, but he rose to the challenge as a highly advanced wizard for his age. Because of his connection with Voldemort, he survived and defeated Voldemort time and time again when the Dark Lord sought to destroy him. He was skilled enough in defense against the dark arts to train Dumbledore's army into a real army of accomplished duelists. He could also resist the Imperius Curse and perform the Cruciatus Curse with little training. His capacity to use his love for others to enhance his magic led to a number of legendary feats, such as repelling hundreds of Dementors and resisting Voldemort's possession. Number 3. Minerva McGonagall. McGonagall was a witch no one wanted to cross. In her everyday classroom teachings, she showed an incredible mastery of magic, even wandless transfigurations. She was a registered animagus, which meant that she was able to turn into a cat at will and keep tabs on Harry in her animagus form. She was also a first-rate duelist. She defeated 𝐓𝐴𝐻𝐿 and dueled Snape into a corner. During the Battle of Hogwarts, she charmed the suits of armor to join the battle and managed to hold back Voldemort until he lashed out in a fit of rage. When McGonagall joined the fight, there were few who could stand against her. Number 1. Albus Dumbledore. Dumbledore was likely the most powerful wizard of the century, even acknowledged as such by Voldemort. He was the only wizard who dark wizards like Voldemort and Grindelwald truly feared. Long before the events of Harry Potter, Dumbledore engaged Grindelwald in a duel that finally ended the dark wizard's reign of terror. He held Voldemort at bay in the Battle of the Department of Mysteries, and Dumbledore repeatedly defeated advanced Death Eaters and Ministry wizards with no apparent effort. Dumbledore may have been the peak of Gryffindor's power, and he had little competition on his level for the title of most powerful wizard. So this video gets ended here. We will meet in another video soon. Thank you for watching this video.